Good day, Ross Jason Bohmly. It's 7:08 p.m. on November the 20th of 2016, on the 20th day. Today we're going to talk about criminal harassment, no difference in sexual harassment on the workplace, in public and around the world. Criminal harassment. Psychologically harming somebody, unlawfully causing bodily harm, an assault that is trifling, just like I've said in the before. Traumatizing people so they can't do their jobs or live in society, so every time they try to stand up and do something, they possibly can't do it because you refuse to pay their full wages, good wages, being fair wages, and to be able to live in society by the means of minimum wage that they can't find dwellings and have families and live by. Assault of families, which falls under family violence, and whatever charges are under there as well. Family violence it starts out with, and then your charges fall under there. And association, before the act or after the fact, knowing that it happened, and can press charges on them by telling the authorities what they did to those people. And that time period, just like robbing a bank. You know it's a premeditated attack planned out because you can walk up and into a bank and it takes you how many days to think about it before you get there to stop it. That's right. Just like slapping somebody in the face, you know you can stop it ahead of time. Here we go.
You came to the RCMP wanting to personally contribute to your community.
Example.
Weird. For that, I'm truly sorry. You can now take some comfort in knowing that you have made a difference. Because of you, your courage, and your refusal to be silenced, the RCMP will never be the same.
I'm a police officer. I arrested people for doing that. I charged them and bring them to court. I did nothing.
She charges them and brings them to court for sexual harassment. But their mannerism, what they've done to me, the government, my family, and the RCMP, is criminal harassment. No difference in sexual harassment. She's a member of them. She looks like she's on male hormones. Same with the next person and the person who spoke, or the lady who spoke at the Saskatchewan shooting up north.
And it happened over. And it happened over. And it happened over. And it came to the point where I couldn't detach from it. I tried to go work and I couldn't.
That's right. Over and over again. Just like Mike Wheeler said to me. You need to go to the hospital, and was being psychologically harmed by other people, and they couldn't stop spraying their maces at me and had to show up and do it to me and then do it again with Sammy Burgess and at the Superstore. That's right. And more people. And what was that? Aaron Torletti as well. Good going, guys. Criminal harassment.
I would literally vomit into the bushes before I understood nothing. Just afraid. I was afraid to make calls. I was afraid to get out of my car because I didn't know if I'd have bad guys.
Afraid to do anything at all.
The laws, they are there.
Another woman looks like she's on some type of hormone to look more masculine.
What we want to see is that they are followed and they are held accountable, because you can have all the rules and policies in the world, but if you don't stick to them and enforce them, they're not what the people spread them.
You heard her. Your rules and regulations aren't worth anything unless you can enforce them and stick by them. Criminal harassment, acts against humanity, laws, ethics, human rights violations, unlawfully causing bodily harm, which is trifling and one cannot live by. Criminal harassment, psychologically harming somebody, like beating them up and walking up to them and ganging up on them. A horde of people and union running somebody so they don't have a nation or a place to live by different ethics, different ages, and different groups of people. What's one to say, hey? Harm done by the family, the government, and everybody else. And no fair justice system. Equal before and after the law. Human rights, laws, and ethics violations. Like I said, there's the date again. November 20th, 2016. I haven't done anything wrong if you don't want to tell me in the court of law with the judge, 2 lawyers, and a jury. Have a good day. Oh, that's trial. Pre-trial is there's just 2 lawyers, me and the judge. Oh yeah, and the sheriff standing there against the wall, threatening him with a sidearm again. Have a good day. Just like mischief? Oh yeah. They had to throw out because they didn't book me the second time. They took me straight to the psych ward without an assessment order and threw me in detainment at the psych ward again, which they had to throw mischief out because they didn't have me booked. Fingerprint, picture, and sign a document that they just booked me and I gave them permission to give a statement why I just committed mischief either. That's right. Violation of rights and laws. You didn't read somebody their rights twice in a row. Mike Wheeler and 2013. And that was what? 2012 the first time, 2013. Had to keep harassing somebody over and over and over and over and over again. And that smell and different acts that go on all the time, even with Frank down the hall, the guy upstairs saying, oh, you need psych help, and Chris who works at Walmart, and Mike out back. And when Mike yelled out front about threats and that, 3 cop cars showed up out front.